On this all-new episode of Primetime Panthers, we relive Brad Marchand's much-anticipated return to Boston.
You know, I knew it was going to hit me the way it did. I was trying not to cry. That was what I was trying to do. And then as soon as I saw my kids on the screen, it kind of hit like a ton of bricks.
One of the unusual men in our game that exposes himself and opens himself up for people to really get to know his personality.
And a special look at the themed jersey for Pink in the Rink night.
So this area right here is my mom's actual handwriting. So she wrote it on a piece of paper and we said, hey, we're gonna figure out a way to put this on a jersey.
Plus, a thrilling win against the Vegas Golden Knights on a special night.
Osterinen shaking it off on the bench. Marchand, meanwhile, with a shot saved. Greer, the wraparound score! A.J. Greer!
All of that and more this week on Primetime Panthers. Primetime Panthers is presented by Bright Star Credit Union.
Welcome into this all-new episode of Primetime Panthers. I'm your host, Katie Engleson. Brad Marchand has been outstanding since joining the Florida Panthers late last season, and recently he made his much-anticipated return to Boston as the Florida Panthers look to finish the road trip strong.
Marchand, a rush shot, and he scores! After 39 long years, the Bruins are Stanley Cup champions!
You know, I left and I turned the page and, you know, and I found something truly special again that I'm very, very proud and blessed to be part of. And I chose to be part of again. And I'm so grateful to be in this dressing room with this group of guys, and I built something really special with every guy in this team last year with winning. You build a bond that will last a lifetime. You know, when you go from being a kid with the dream, and then you grow up and you have a family and become a man, and you build an entire life in the city, it's just different, you know, and it just, of course, it'll always be in my heart and always be a special place.
Brad Marchand is back on the ice in Boston, facing his old team and his old friends.
I love, you know, interacting with the fans, and there'll be a time when it's done, you know, and you won't be able to do it anymore. So I try to enjoy it and embrace it. You know, I knew it was going to hit me the way it did. I was trying not to cry. That was what I was trying to do. And then as soon as I saw my kids on the screen, it kind of hit like a ton of bricks, and it was extremely touching. I'm so grateful for, you know, the moment, and very appreciative for it, for the love and the support the fans have showed me, not just tonight, but, you know, through my entire career here. And you know, I always loved playing here and loved putting the jersey on.
You often hear about people fighting to hold back tears, not holding back tears.
Just such a great performer, one of the unusual men in our game that exposes himself and opens himself up for people to really get to know his personality.
His jersey will go to the top of this building someday, a beloved player.
To show their appreciation for about 15 seconds and then it's on, they're still Bruins fans.
Off we go in Brad Marchand's return. And here is Marchand right off the hop with a backhand shoveled on. Marchand banks it back and gets a return feed from Lundell. Lundell along the wall in the corner. Slips one to Marchand along the net line. A shot comes in. Rang off the iron. Behind Swayman, reaching at it. They score. The Panthers strike first on the power play to get things started.
As the shot from Lundell beats Swayman clean off the post, and it hits Swayman. Everybody's fishing around for the puck, but it's Samoskevich who's going to jam this into the net. Marchand will pick up a helper. If you could get out of there quick, now you could get your own forecheck going. Otherwise, you're just stuck in the mud.
Right off the face-off, Greer scores, and it's 2-0 Panthers. Right point, Jones maneuvers for Marchand. A shot and a save by Swayman. And the Bruins change. They turned it over, and here's Brad Marchand. Short-handed. Passed it off for Lundell. Arvidsson goes spinning on the rush. Working on Balinskis. Cuts in, and Balinskis stood him up in the circle.
Looked like a little glimmer of room there.
Out in front. Tapped along. They score. Pavel Zacha. And the Bruins are on the board. Geekie in deep, pressured by Ekblad. Geekie tried to work it out for Zaka. No penalty called. Pasternak out high. A shot. Score! Tied at 2. Attack from Pasternak. Marchand sauces one ahead. Moving in. Losterinen off the iron. He scores! Florida's got the lead in the third.
Panthers escape the zone. Marchand's got his second assist of the night.
Middlestad's good night continues at the dot. Moved off. Pasternak a shot. They score! Morgan Geekie ties it at 3. Forsling up ahead, an outlet for Bennett. Bennett centers for Hagee, shoots off the post, and it ricochets in. Off the stick of Andrew Peak, and Florida's got the lead.
The shot from Verhaeghe, his shot's going to hit the far goal post and ricochet all the way back off of Andrew Peak's foot.
And the waning seconds here in Boston tick off. Brad Marchand enters TD Garden as a visitor for the first time in his career, and his Panthers win it 4-3 against his former team in the Bruins.
Time for our first break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, we head to Amerant Bank Arena as the American Cancer Society hosted its special walk ahead of Pink in the Rink night.
I like to think that sports and the Florida Panthers bring out the best in everybody, provoke people into kindness, provoke people into wanting to be part of it. And to the extent that we can host events like the Strides Walk today, I'm hoping that we provoke that good nature in people to come together.
Keep it locked. Primetime Panthers on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Primetime Panthers. This past weekend, the American Cancer Society hosted their third annual Making Strides of Broward County walk at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers General Manager Bill Zito was in attendance to continue to bring awareness to a cause near and dear to the organization.
Strides Against Breast Cancer is not only a movement, but this year the American Cancer Society celebrates its 40th year in turning awareness into action. The American Cancer Society launched Breast Cancer Awareness Month 40 years ago today, and for us what this means is not only a community coming together to create awareness, to wear pink ribbons, but it also turns that pink into action and helps us fundraise to fund critical life-saving research, programs and services.
As you can see, there's so many people out here that come to support each year. It gets bigger and bigger. I came last year for my first year. Now this is my second, so it's amazing to see just how much it's growing.
My third year of breast cancer survivorship, and in honor of my friend Lainey Schultz, who passed away 2 weeks ago. She was the director last year. In the last 2 years, she had 8 kinds of cancer, and she's no longer here. Lainey, that's for you.
I'm here to support my mom. She's a survivor. Yeah, so we decided to do it together, and it's been a really good experience so far.
I had breast cancer, diagnosed in 2021, did chemo radiation. I'm in remission, and I'm doing well. So I'm here to support everybody else in the fight.
Events like this are so important because it brings awareness to everybody of what's really going on in our community and just how many people are affected by breast cancer each year. I'm 31 now, but I was 28 when I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer.
It just shows that the community comes together to support and to raise donations to further research. So hopefully one day we can find a cure and nobody has to do this fight.
I find myself using the word blessed, lucky, fortunate quite a lot when we attend events like this. I think it shows the power of sports, the power of community. Obviously people come to the game, they come for fun, they come for our beautiful arena. They love Broward County. But at the end of the day, it's community. And I like to think that sports and the Florida Panthers bring out the best in everybody and provoke people into kindness, provoke people into wanting to be part of it. And to the extent that we can host events like the Strides Walk today, I'm hoping that we provoke that good nature in people to come together.
What a wonderful way to start a packed day. Before the puck dropped against the Vegas Golden Knights, the Chairman's Club featured all of the life-size Panthers as part of General Manager Bill Zito's Panthers on the Prowl initiative.
Tonight is intended to be not a finish, not a finale, but a beginning. And we thought it was a good idea, because we had Pink at the Rink tonight for the Promise Fund, to bring everybody together to try to showcase these beautiful Panthers, the work, the creativity, the love that people put into it, all on behalf of the ACS. We're going to raise $1 million. We're well on our way there. We're not done. We're not done. This is not it. We still have more Panthers to sell.
The Panthers on the Prowl initiative is a fundraiser benefiting the American Cancer Society. With a $5,000 donation to the American Cancer Society, supporters will receive a life-sized Panther sculpture that can be personalized and decorated.
This is super special to us to be up here and be a part of this, Bill. Incredible idea, but this doesn't happen without you and everybody in here. I think cancer is something that has touched every single one of us in some way. When Bill came to us about this not too long ago, we immediately hopped on board. We have a very, very, very special Panther coming right around Winter Classic time. So it's a little bit of a collab with us, with our favorite city down here in South Florida. So we're hoping it raises a lot of money, but again, this is so important to us to be a little part of this. But at the end of the day, everybody in this room is going to play such a big part in getting the cure.
All of these Panthers are truly works of art. Time for a short break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, meet Mojo, the artist behind this year's stunning Pink in the Rink jerseys. Don't touch that remote. Primetime Panthers on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Primetime Panthers. Each year, Pink in the Rink Night features a special one-of-a-kind jersey design, and we sat down with the artist to talk about the inspiration behind it.
My mom's story is so unique. It's really about perseverance. I lost my father to murder at 10, and then she lost her mother like 2 years after that. And so to be able to kind of, raise two kids, and still keep putting one foot in front of the other. And right before I decided to go to SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, to finish my bachelor's degree, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I was at this crossroads whether or not I was going to go to school or just to stay behind and be there with my mom. And my mom was like, no, you're going to go to this school. I'm going to watch you graduate, and I'm going to see you be like this exceptional artist, So I made sure that when I went to that school, I went to SCAD, that I was going to excel. And when I came out, I said, well, now I'm going to keep proving my mother right, and doing this for her. Creating this design, it really is an emotional roller coaster, and it's also a great exercise simply because for me, as an international contemporary fine artist and muralist, I really like to make sure that all of my artwork has meaning in it. And it's multi-layered, right? Not only with paint and colors and design, it's also the messaging is layered. And it pretty much started with that. It started with my mother and having these long conversations with my mom to say hey, I want to do something special for you. And how can I do that? I wanted to put all that work in the jersey. So this area right here is my mom's actual handwriting. So my mom is all about penmanship. So she wrote it on a piece of paper and we said, hey, we're gonna figure out a way to put this on the jersey. My favorite part is definitely the Pink Panther, man. The thing about this is this represents my actual mom. I'm getting kind of choked up. Is that, my mom is very strong, man. And she's such a fierce woman, but she's also soft too, So I feel like a panther, the female panther, is strong, but also still nurturing. And so to have that fierce look in her face, but also having that soft flower, I think flowers means a lot, And I also really wanted it to be embroidered as well because I wanted to feel like a piece of fine art, like a layered piece of art, and also that it was hand done. That meant a lot to me. I really like the numbers, right? So that's like all about my father and his love for my mom and how he would take those flowers out of other people's gardens whenever in high school sweetheart. So to be able to add that in there is great too. And then the number 2 is that I'm a second. So my name is Anthony Reed II, so my dad is Anthony Reed Sr. So I wanted him to be a part of the jersey as well. And then I would say the shoulders, right? You got the shoulder. So on this one is faith. Like my mom always preaches about faith. For me, my spirituality and my journey really stems from my mother because I really watched her, persevere. Like I watched it and I witnessed it. So she's like my motivation and inspiration for that. And then we have Blessed here. So she always talked about being alive. So being alive, walking around, enjoying life and things like that, wearing her pink. She wore pink tonight, And so to have that word here as well means a lot to us. My mom and my father, they really sacrificed for my sister and I to, go to private school and just have a great education and also just have like an opportunity to do something special with our lives. And so to be able to see like all the fans like rocking the new Pink Panther, and seeing like the mascot rocking it, Stanley and seeing the GM and just seeing everybody like wear it and all the DMs of people saying, hey, where is this jersey? Can I buy it? I'm like, maybe not. If you can get on the auction list, possibly, but it's really special and it means a lot to our family to be able to see, number one, my mother being alive still today, and to see that this Beverly jersey like lives on after this.
Time for our last break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, we relive Pink in the Rink night as your Cats took on the Golden Knights.
Give some perspective on what people go through and how we support them as an organization. We're highlighting something bigger than us.
Well said. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you very much.
Come on back with us. Primetime Panthers will be back in a flash. Welcome back to Primetime Panthers. What a special day in Sunrise. The day started with a special walk at Amerant Bank Arena in the morning and culminated with Pink in the Rink night as the Florida Panthers took on the Vegas Golden Knights.
There should be a lot of energy in this building tonight, considering it is Pink in the Rink night. How would you put into words what a night like this means?
It means everything, and kind of puts into perspective, life in general besides hockey. Gives some perspective on what people go through and how we support them as an organization. We're highlighting something bigger than hockey.
Well said. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you very much.
Janine Topiel, Vice President of Retail for the Florida Panthers. In 2023, her first mammogram revealed multiple masses, leading to a diagnosis of stage 1 invasive breast cancer. Tonight, we are proud to share that Janine is cancer-free.
Let's get tonight's game underway.
Great job by the crowd of the Florida Panthers. Pink in the Rink night, all in support of breast cancer, an extremely important initiative. Glad you're part of it tonight here on Strip Sports. And the opening face-off. Lundell with speed over the line. On the backhand in front, tipped just wide by Marchand. Hutton fires, great save by Bobrovsky, and then he stops Dorofeev on the rebound. Bobrovsky comes up big. Vegas gets control again. Here's Eichel against Mikkola. Oh, Nico Mikkola, terrific work against the NHL's leading point man. Rodriguez got it ahead of Verhaeghe. Here's Reinhart, he's in. Reinhart to the net, he shoots and scores! Sam Reinhart puts the Cats on the board.
And a perfect pass to Reinhart. He gets in behind his man and makes no mistake to open up the scoring.
And look out, Eichel picks it up. He's got Saad in front, the pass blocked away by Aaron Ekblad. Rodriguez moving in, he's got Reinhart in the slot. Oh, it's off the pipe. In comes Verhaeghe, they work it free. Greer in front, Rodriguez stopped by Schmidt on the backhand. It's It's a 1-0 Panther lead after 2.
Cole, today you are making your Florida Panthers debut. What have you liked most about playing on that line with A.J. Greer and Jonah Gadjevich?
Yeah, it's a heavy line. Looking to get some more pucks behind their D and use the size of our bodies to our advantage here.
Schwindt's line stays on the ice after the icing for the Panthers. Ekblad one-hands it to the blue line. Greer got it in over the Vegas line. Here's Gadjevich on the forecheck. All over White Cloud. Gets the steal. Greer in front. Once, twice. And then Schwindt scores! Cole Schwindt! Oh, that's big for him and the Panthers. It's 2-0.
They went to work. Look at the forecheck. The separation of the puck out in front. Swing and a miss by Greer. Bodies going down. And Schwindt come in and finished it off at the side of the net. Just enough room for Schwindt to get that goal.
Amazing story. He's back with the Panthers. It's been a healthy scratch. His first game. He's got 1-1 with the Panthers this season. And it is a big one from that line.
I got to give all the credit to Gadji there on the forecheck, and then Greer's just driving the net. And then it just kind of popped out to me and made my job easy. Just had to kind of tap it in there.
Mosterainen shaking it off on the bench. Marchand, meanwhile, with a shot save. Greer, the wraparound score! A.J. Greer!
A.J. Greer started this play, and he ends it.
How about the 2-point third period for A.J. Greer?
That line looked like it had looked for us in the past. They got on the forecheck, scored the goal, and then A.J. got another one, but they were on the puck and really responsible.
Gadjevich, Greer, and Schwindt. Good on them. They're going to finish this game on the ice. Panthers will hold on. Sergei Bobrovsky's got the shutout. His team was terrific in front of him as well.
That does it for this episode of Primetime Panthers. Make sure to tune in next week for an exclusive sit-down interview with Jonah Gadjevich as we talk about his extension with the Florida Panthers. We'll see you next week right here on Scripps Sports.
Primetime Panthers is presented by Bright Star Credit Union.